Rapid fire growth. FSRI has been doing great research on this. They've been working with FDNY and the big rash of incidents that they've had. Let's watch this video here with the research. Take a look at the bottom left video, please. You'll glance at the same time up to the top right video. Look, it's like, what, 52 degrees in the room? As we continue to overcharge this, we're going to have an overheating of the batteries. You're going to start seeing the puffing, individual cells releasing that 9 liters of gas. They're not igniting yet because we're not in an ignition temperature. But as we continue to go, an increase in temperature is an equivalent and equal increase in pressure. If we have an increase in pressure, we need to have a way to relieve that pressure. Bottom left. That's how you relieve the pressure in a house fire. You blow the window frame off. That is a massive overpressure. We are blowing walls out of masonry buildings because of the overpressure of this stuff. These things are dramatic. We have to watch out for explosion control. That's not even including the hydrogen being released. That's just the instantaneous release of the liquid converting to a gas and catching on fire. So we have to watch out for this. Look at the temperature gradient. It jumped up to 1,200 degrees, just like that. Went from nothing to 1,200 degrees. My old salty dogs. You guys got to fight fire and slay the beast like the true gods you are. You go on in. You don't put that SCBA on. You're going to get written up if you take that SCBA out of that box and take it off the engine, right? Then we go in, boot that door down. Who needs a hose line? Who needs a backup crew? We're going to go in. I'm going to do a left-hand wall search. We're going to go find Timmy, throw him over our shoulder. We're going to run on out. We're going to save the day. All right, next crew, go in and put the fire out. I'm going to get in all the heroes and all the accolades here, right? One of the cinematic masterpieces of all film industry in 1989, Kurt Russell. What was it? Backdraft, absolutely. Who said it? You said it right there. Best movie out there, right? If it was made today, you know what it would be called? Flashover. Old salty dogs, the fires that you dealt with in the 70s and 80s and even into the early 90s, you didn't go into flashover until 17, 18, 25 minutes later, right? Backdraft was our big concern. Nowadays, backdraft is not the huge concern. It's flashover. Our components in our houses have the amount and capacity of energy and potential energy for a room to go into flashover 3 times over, right? That's what's getting firefighters. Oh, flashover, FSRI has been studying that. 3 minutes and 40 seconds. 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Whoa! Lithium-ion battery said, hold my beer and watch this. Flashover in less than a minute. 911, what's your emergency? We're having a flashover. Before you even get your bunks on and get out of the station, the room's going into flashover. This no longer can be just a firefighter issue. It has to be a fire prevention issue. It has to be a CRR issue. It has to be an all of us issue. We all have to work together on this. So on tracking the numbers, we have not been tracking the numbers very well across the United States Fire Service. We're not good at it. Our +1 codes with NFIRS sucks. We got Frisco firefighters in here and all? Frisco's working on NERIS right now. They're actually testing out NERIS. Hopefully soon we'll get that for reporting. But NFIRS hasn't been updated since '76. So FDNY said the heck with it. We're doing NY FIRS. And they've been tracking these fires since 13, 40, 104. My gosh, look at the fatalities. It's just going off the charts. Continues. This slide that I pulled right there is 2 weeks old, so it's well dated. Monday they had a 2-alarm job. 2 weeks ago they ended up having a rope rescue. Don't worry, I'll show you the video of that. Dramatic music. Volatile organic compounds, heavy unburned products, methane, hydrogen, ethane.
Investigators say a lithium-ion battery.
The culprit, lithium-ion battery. 200 lithium-ion batteries.
FDNY says a lithium-ion battery caused the fire.
The fires related to lithium-ion batteries have been on the rise.
The FDNY says a battery from an electric bike is the cause for Thursday's fatal apartment fire.
Caused by several exploding batteries on e-bikes.
It was one of 4 fires started by e-bikes in a single day.
One man is dead and a woman is clinging to life.
There were numerous lithium-ion batteries in occupancy.
This is the 3rd death this year.
We're now learning what caused that fire, and the FDNY says it's an alarming trend.
This fire was caused by lithium-ion batteries.
As more people get these e-bikes with these lithium-ion batteries, they do expect that these cases will continue to rise.
They ended up doing this symposium back in August of 2022. They started bringing a lot of us in to talk about it and take a look at it. But you notice their terminology when they said it right there. Every single person kept on saying lithium-ion batteries. Some of us kind of shortcut it and say lithium batteries, but we want to make sure we understand that term. So that's tracking those numbers. Other controlled studies that we can have. I'm one of them. Look at all the batteries I brought with me. Yes, I did them according to the FAA regulations. But we're starting to see this incident. Look at this trend. This comes from Captain Chris Green. He literally just took the information from the FAA and he made it readable for all of us to see. And then I ended up hijacking it and changing the colors to a color code that he doesn't really like. But that's all right. Look at 2016 and look at the marked increase from 2016. You know what was happening around 2015, 2016? Samsung Note 7. Remember hearing about the Samsung Note 7? This crazy phone, this isn't a Note 7, I'm just using it as an example. It would catch on fire on its own, and the FAA banned them. Even when I was verifying that I could take these batteries in this way onto the planes, they still have it banned. They don't even make it anymore. We didn't have any fatalities of fires on airplanes from the Samsung Note 7, ever. In fact, we didn't have many fires at all on planes with the Samsung Note 7. We had 116 fires, I think, on the ground and a few fatalities. It's dangerous. I'm not going to say it's not dangerous. But look at the increase as you continue past that Samsung Note 7. How many times have you heard of a phone, a battery, a device being banned from the FAA since then? They're working on finding out ways to address it, and banning everything is not going to address it right now. So they're trying to figure out different solutions. The airlines have worked this out pretty well. Not perfect, but pretty well. But you see the increase. Look at the cargoes. The cargo plane increases. Not that much. That's that beautiful mustard color that we see right there. It's increased a little bit just because of volume. Like I said, every Amazon delivery gets a free lithium-ion battery now. Now, the cargo industry, they have to keep these things below 30% SOC, state of charge, that potential energy, right? Now, you guys all do the same. Before you get on the plane, you're sitting there with the family ready to go down to Disney World or Disneyland. Okay, Timmy, you got your tablet, you got your laptop, we've got our tablet, we got our big tablet, we've got our small tablet, I've got my powered neck massager, I've got my cell phone, you got your cell phone? Outstanding. And all right, everybody, make sure all of our batteries are at 30% state of charge or less, right? No. I'm sitting there with my phone and my tablet plugged in at the device. Now boarding group A. Hang on, honey. We're group B. I got a few more percent to go with this, right? We charge these things up to the max when we get on the plane, right? And then we get on the plane and half the times we have an outlet on the plane, right? The announcements when they end up getting on the plane. You can use your seat as a flotation device. In any event that you have, no smoking in lavatories. It's an FAA crime. And if you drop your cell phone between the seat, do not touch your seat. Call us and we'll help. Why? Because they're having a large amount of people crushing their phones in the seats and catching fires. Look at the number of increase of this. Captain Chris Green thinks that there's, and I don't doubt him at all, but he's predicting in the next 5 years, 10 years across the world that we're going to have a battery fire and it's going to crash a plane. Not because it's in the passenger hold. They have tools. We're going to talk about those tools. They have tools in the passenger hold. But if I check any of these batteries, the extinguishing agent inside the facility, it won't put the fire out. It will not put out the fire of the exposures, and that plane most likely will rip a big open hole in it. Not like Boeing had in Portland. It's going to be in the bottom. It's going to be bad, right? Don't check your batteries.